Alright, everybody, welcome back after the break. And right now we'll continue actually from where we actually left the last time. These things we actually have to just change a little bit, so let's just simply start working on them. So this one needs to be now wherever I have room actually. Room. So board ID, board, okay, this seems to be done. We don't really have room anywhere else now, so that's fine. Let's go to this one. Board role is here, overall room isn't anywhere, that's fine as well. Call.prisma, let's check out the rooms where all we have them. Board, and this should be capital B. Alrighty, this seems to be done as well, there isn't any issue. Chat will have the same. So wherever I have the room, that needs to be replaced with board everywhere except this one. Comment doesn't have that at all. Enums, it does have room. I want to replace it with the board, and it's gonna be board role. Honor admin, okay, that's fine. So wherever I have the room, I'm gonna be replacing with this, and B, that's fine as well. Invite Prisma, let's simply do it. This is actually gonna be board role. This is simply gonna be board, remaining things are fine. Page, replace it everywhere. This seems to be fine as well. Shape is already done. User, replace everywhere. On boards, yeah, this is gonna be board. This is also gonna be board member. This seems to be done as well. The last thing is this. Let's do the same here, and this seems to be done as well. User Prisma. It actually contained room initially, so room owner was here. What if I name it board owner? Alrighty, so overall things we've fixed though. And once this actually got fixed, what was the thing that we were working on? We were working on shape AI section is already done, and as of right now we were working on load page, and we have these things here, so we are gonna be getting the images. So instead board controller And now first of all ls Bunex Prisma migrate dev. Let's wait for a while. Yes, so the migration is done. We just simply change the names. So it has the board ID that just simply just got added. That is right. Room ID has been removed. And the next is now generate. Do I need to remove the previous one or this is fine? Taking quite a lot of time. Still hasn't been resolved. Interesting. In that case, now there are no errors as such. This thing needs to be removed. Okay, so what we are doing, create a board. So whenever we are creating a board, const board await prisma board create request.body, whatever the info I'm gonna get from the request.body, that's just simply gonna be saved here as data. Return status, the board has been created, that is fine. And then get boards, so request.user, user doesn't exist on this. That is insane because there should I need to create an authentication middleware. Auth.middleware.ts. Just gonna be writing the code using this only. Write the code for auth middleware.ts. And apart from this particular thing, use JWT token, and it has user ID and role. As simple as that. So middleware's auth middleware.ts, this is it. Better we'll definitely have the add the express.d.ts, that is fine. Let's just simply copy it, paste it in here, change the things if needed. First of all, we need to have JWT. ls bun add JSON web token. Done. Once JSON web token is actually added, we need to even add the types. That's gone. Express, get rid of that. declaring this JWT, that is fine. Declare global requested user payload user ID. Auth middleware, auth request dot headers dot authorization. From here it actually gets that. If auth header does not exist, do we really need to send it like this? What can be the another way? We can send it in the body token or in the authorization, or in the query parameter. As of right now, it's just simply being sent in the authorization, so we'll be doing that. Bearer token starts with the response dot stage 0 unauthorized token is gonna be auth header split by this. Draw app http backend middleware.ts. We are getting it the same way here. Next, JWT verify token process.jwt secret. And what is the problem? User ID and role. JWT payload user ID and role. what should I ideally do here? We'll have to fix many things now. Interesting. Is this fine? Ultimately, that's what we are doing. Forget about this. Order. Pages, and pages doesn't contain the order property. What does that contain? It doesn't really contain the order property, so we'll have to fix it order by order. That's insane. So whenever we are getting the all the pages, so let's simply get them like this. That would be better. Yes, we'll have to mention it everywhere or what? Let's keep the mesh string guys for right now, that would be enough. Alrighty, what else? Let's see. Order by, of course, it cannot be done like this, so let's just simply get rid of this. The pages can have the order. Ascending or descending. No need to have it here. So from the pages we are going to be selecting the ID, name, and created, updated. That's going to be enough. Board ID, we have to make sure that it is a string. Okay, this seems to be fine, but the goal is not even, they are not the goals right now. So the important thing that we actually have to focus on, that is getting all the images in one go and just simply saving it. So as soon as you just simply enter the board, you fetch all the images. So board controller, get board gives you the page information. Okay, what is the next thing that we actually have to do? We have to just simply make a request to these and just simply get the image asset as well, and probably in one go, that would be better. Getting images and shapes at the same time. Shapes are gonna belong to that particular page, images belongs to that board. So get page returns us these. It returns us the page image assets. The client doesn't care the controller performs multiple queries, it simply wants the page. Shapes belong to the page, but images belong to the whole board. Because we may copy and paste, so yeah, it's gonna be sort of the same. Yeah, that's sort of right. Give me code for both. Ultimately, as you click on the board, so all the images should be loaded, and as you click on the pages, those images should just simply be used. And the main reason is that because you may be copying and pasting the images in multiple pages of the same board, so at that time those images can be reused. Get board just simply returns us this. This is the get board section. When it comes to getting one board, right, sort of like this. So get board, we get the board ID. After that, where board is this, include pages, and they are gonna be ordered by created at ascending, and then image assets ordered by created at. So it mainly contains two things: so board. The only thing is that board doesn't contain image assets. So the images, they definitely have what? The images have the board ID, which particular board they belong to. So if I go to the image asset, they have the board ID. This decides that this particular image belongs to that particular board, and because of this particular relation over here, I can just simply include them in here. So this is how it just simply gonna work on. If return, otherwise board ID, name, slug, description, thumbnail is public, owner ID, created at, updated. What is the problem? Why don't I destructure this? Or even I can just simply return from here. So board is gonna be returned. Pages, board dot pages. Okay. The only thing is that we need to return pages separately and image assets separately. So that is why they are being returned like this. Not a bad idea. Fine. So we have the get board that is just simply gonna return us all the images and pages and the board information. Okay, let's go to the front end side now. Features, we created a networking API, shape API. So we had get shapes, update shapes, this. So I have different types of APIs. The first one is for getting the shapes, the second one can be for getting just the images, and one can be for board API.ts, write API functions for front end for board API.ts. Oh. Let's see. What all is happening here? First of all, don't we have board here? We don't even have page here. So when it comes to the board image asset and the page, so we already have the image asset. We should be able to get these types from here. The way we got image asset, same way the page and the board. So when it comes to board, we don't really have types for these actually. So let's keep it unchanged. Why unchanged? Give me types for board.ts and page.ts. I'm not sure if the type is the like it actually contains everything or not, so we'll have to check this thing first of all after just simply pasting it in here. The paste doesn't really, we'll have to recheck the types whether they are exactly right or not. Overall things are fine. This is how it goes. I'm just simply gonna do just a sec. It's not bad. So we have page ID, page will have border ID, name, created, and all these things. Page. Yeah, so let's get the reference from here. So it will have the ID, that's gonna be nothing but the string. It will have the board ID, then the name, then the page itself can have its border color. Okay. Let's give them the type somehow. Done. So I'm just simply gonna be pasting it in here. So background color created by ID and page with the shapes. So it simply extends the shape. So we have the page, normal page, and we have page with the shapes. Okay, makes sense. Later it's gonna be used. We don't really have board role here. Do we have that? No. Let's copy everything, then we'll see what is needed, what is not. Alright, so on our editor viewer, it even needs to change. So when it comes to board, is board a role name? Fine, we even have. So that's fine then, board role. And the board role isn't is not gonna be just this much. So when it comes to enums here, owner who created, who is the owner, admin who created that. We don't really need owner and admin can be that. Owner, editor, viewer. Owner, editor, viewer, that's enough. Owner, editor, viewer. Let's get rid of this admin. So what is this doing? It just simply gets the board. Then get board response. Let's get rid of this. Get board response, board pages and image assets. That's what we wanted. Create board, access client board, boards. This is how it's gonna be created. So I just simply need to pass these things there. Even this is not that much needed. We don't need to pass updated at and created at. Yeah, so when we create a board at that time, we don't really need these values in here. But okay, later it's gonna be changed. Updated at update board. Again, we are just simply sending all these things. So there are many things that can actually be changed and be better. But as of right now, what we want, we want to pass the board ID, and that board ID should mainly return us the data. That data in turn will contain the images. That simply means this is the time to work on the UI part. I have to work on the UI so that at least making the request and all that gets easier, and that would rather be better. So working on the UI, few things are gonna be simple, like the dashboard page and all these things. Few things gonna be a bit complex, so as for that thing we have to go ahead with the things. $3 point something. We have to just get the front end part right. So another project. We already have this one. Okay, let it be here as of right now. And meanwhile, how can I let it be? It's time to mainly work on the UI part. The home page looks like this. Slash sign in. That's actually called slash login. Login looks like this. Again, this UI has been generated by the AI itself. Dashboard. So we can create a board like this. We can search for the boards. Recent boards are gonna be there. Start boards are gonna be there. Shared with me. Project 1. This is not bad either. Setting looks like this. Yeah, this isn't really bad, so we can go with this UI 2 as for right now. Later, of course, we are gonna be making the changes and all, but we need to have some starting point, right? Okay. There can be some kind of thumbnail as well. Well, this is not bad option either. Later we'll see what happens, or I can just generate one more. Give me proper prompt to generate the UI of Excalidraw clone that I've been building. Alrighty, let's try this thing out. So what am I actually gonna do that probably this one. If we find something better, so that could be fine, better as well, like better in the sense good looking. Alrighty, the goal was to be here for an hour. It's about to be, so that's good. Once we just simply go live, so the simple goal is gonna be like this, that we have to work on the things for an hour, then can be a break for a while, and then we can just come back and start working on the things. So it will be going on like this. We have $5 as credits here, and let's wait, and let's see what's gonna be the result. Ultimately we have to focus on the front end part, because if that's not ready, so making the request and all, that's gonna be a bit difficult. So it's better to create proper front end that's gonna make the request and get the job done. So let's see what's gonna be like whiteboard workspace.tsx. The good thing is that though we have to handle the logic part and all these things on our own, because of the AI, writing the code is easier. So because this is actually a huge project, so all the functionalities that we are actually thinking of adding, so it may easily take 2 months around if one person starts building, and especially if it doesn't take the help of AI, then it can even take more. And hence if we wanna build it quicker, so we'll have to be faster. And I think it will just spend all my credits here itself. Well, at least it doesn't seem to be like that. Building whiteboard workspace.com. Oh, sorry, that's components. Alrighty, I think we had better just simply wait for it to be done. And meanwhile, what else can we focus on? First of all, we may have to create the types. I will work on the types later once everything's actually functional. Then we'll actually keep the types at the top level here. But before that, web is here, API is here, board API is here, shape API is here. Probably we may need to get the no, we don't really need to get the shapes. What is this? This is the UI. This isn't really bad. add collapse option for left side bar, and what else? Git stash everything, git checkout main, we can directly go with Excalidraw. That's not bad. We can directly draw the frame as well. Interesting. Let's just simply work on this at least. Excuse me. That's what I wanted. What are the credits remaining? $3. Collapsible as well, and I should be able just work on just the UI part, because if I ask you to add the logical part, then again it's gonna be pretty crazy. So let's just simply ask you to work on the UI part, and hopefully it will be able to get it done well. And the interesting question is that right now I'm actually keeping all these things here, so this isn't really bad. Actually this is good. So we'll actually have to change many things on the UI level, but overall this should be fine. Let's wait. Well, as long as we have these dollars, we can use them. Interesting. Would love to see what it builds. Meanwhile, let's do one thing. Stop it. Properties, width and height, opacity 100%, what it does. Na, 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 so we can select the people from here. We can just simply make a group call, or incoming group call. We can select only one person. We can call audio or video. Group call, not bad. Remove, undo and reduce from the top bar. At least this needs to be done. I think for now this is good, right? It should be fine. We don't really have a lot of things, like we have these collapsible sidebars and they are just simply gonna do their job, and then we have just our board everywhere, over like almost everywhere, and this board is actually gonna be everywhere in the sense all these options that I have, they're gonna be part of the board itself. The way the things are here, so the options that we actually have in here, they are the part of the board as well. So the board is overall gonna be the all the options are gonna be above the canvas, right? That's right. And this way it will be easier to just simply even hide other things, and we could have a simpler board. We can implement that functionality as well. Okay, how many credits are remaining? Just $1. 1.49 enough. Create a proper dashboard page for it. Bhai, at home I have this, so how can I have the dashboard here? Let's see what it's actually gonna build this time. I don't think it will be enough this time, the credits that I actually have. Anyway, if the credits they just simply run out, we'll download it and then we are gonna be doing something or the other. I think it's done or what? Not really. Probably it's just simply adding it there. So hopefully, but hopefully it has sort of created it. All projects here with me, favorites, messages, codes, files. New board, blank, projects pick up, village, instance. Huh. Well, not really bad thing. I'm gonna download it and we are make it again. It cannot be exactly the same, so we'll have to just pick the components from this code and use it on our main code, because things are completely different over there. But we'll try to implement it. This is the first one, and there's another one as well. Let's just simply have whiteboard at the time. Let's save it there, and from here I don't even need this one. Okay, never mind. Alrighty then, gonna take a break. It's already been 1 hour and 20 minutes. The goal is to just simply sit here for 1 hour once we start, and once that is done, then of course we can take a break, and after that I'll be back again and we'll continue from here. As of right now, it's gonna be pretty messy because now it's gonna be the combination of front end, back end, whiteboard, its own logic. So the overall things are gonna be a bit complex as well as messy, but let's just simply get them implemented, and once everything is implemented and working, then we will try optimizing the code that we've written. Okay then, anyway, I'm gonna be catching up soon. Until then, bye bye.